Well, let's start talking about the event and how hard were the logistics to set up this event in particular.
The logistics to set up the event were challenging, primarily for one reason, the timeline of the event. So we announced this tournament, re-announced it, I suppose, announced it originally in 2019, re-announced it in May this year, and we were happy with the timeline we were on. However, at that point in time, we were met with the challenge of, can you expand the event to become larger than the original planning and ambition? So I think we got that out there in September, which is only a couple months before the event took place. So to answer your original question, I'd say timeline, purely because of the size of the operation, the scope of the tournament with the timeline we had left. However, great local partners, great operations team. In all honesty, I think that at EFG, our operations team is one of the best on the planet because they're able to do so much on such a short timeline. Challenging, but we got there and we're happy with where we are.
Did you find any specific trouble related to Latin American matters or Rio de Janeiro infrastructure?
I wouldn't say we had any travel concerns at all in any capacity, in all honesty. The only thing is obviously quite a long time to get down here for all of the teams and players, but that's it, really no travel concerns.
How was it for you to deal with such a big crowd? For example, in Europe, many people were concerning about that during these first days of Champions. There was maybe more people at the FanFest than inside the stadium.
Yeah, the crowd's been, first of all, amazing. I was reading so much on the internet that the Brazilian crowd are very passionate, they can be very fiery, we need to play it safe. In all honesty, they've been absolutely amazing. So that's first and foremost. Secondly, how are we dealing with it? Like, we're so happy. We're so happy with the turnout. It's been remarkable from fans that took the time to come from day one of the competition, not day one of the main event, but day one of Challenger stage. So they've been with us for 2 weeks long now, multiple thousands. Incredibly happy about that. I'd also say that Thursday tournaments are challenging no matter where you are on the planet because a lot of people are in school or still working. So in terms of turnout, I think Thursday was slower, but somehow expected because of that. However, as we ramped up to the main weekend, a lot of people are here. With the FanFest, as you described, how happy are we with the FanFest and the inside? I think there's tons of learnings for us because it's, first of all, the first time we've ever done anything like this. Second, I don't know if you've been out there, but it is amazing. It's so good. And everyone we've spoken to that has attended the live event is so happy with what we're able to put on for them. Two different experiences, one inside, but then one outside. And in all honesty, I've spent quite a bit of time outside myself. It's pretty awesome.
From my point of view, maybe I think that the 360 experience that you innovated here maybe made a loss in the the feedback between players and spectators. Maybe this is a more experience between spectators. I don't know if you felt it also that way, or how was this innovation for you?
We like the 360 stage. It doesn't mean that it will happen every tournament moving forward, but I feel that with this tournament, it's the right choice, and we'd probably make it again if we were to repeat everything again here in Brazil. And the reason why is because the theme of this tournament is made of madness. Everything we did was meant to capture that, and the 360 stage where players are looking at each other, where they're surrounded by fans absolutely everywhere, is meant to embrace that theme. Therefore, we feel like we achieved that goal.
Nice. Well, are you considering, after this, more events in Brazil, maybe having a fixed one every year, as people is asking?
This question's been asked a lot, and I'll say the same again, is that Brazil is super exciting, no doubt. I mean, whoever watched the games in here to see the atmosphere, I've told so many different people that I've been in esports now for 20 years. That noise level, that passion is unrivaled. It's not been seen before. And I truly believe that and truly mean that when I say it. Therefore, it's silly of us not to try and figure out how we can do more in Brazil. So it's an exciting market. We will figure out what to do next and when to come back and how to come back. So I think you can say that's a positive answer and a positive thing for the Brazilian scene.
As you may know, Brazil and Latin America, the rest of Latin America, the Spanish-speaking Latin America, are like different markets, right?
Yep.
So what do you see of the present of the rest of Latin America?
Exciting and growth opportunity. That's how I describe it. Right now, we don't have that many competitions or opportunities for the region to compete in a global ecosystem. However, that is something we're going to address, and we will want to improve on that. We will offer more opportunities for teams to play locally, whether it be nationally or regionally, that do have opportunities more frequently to qualify into a global ecosystem to join us at our competitions in Europe or around the world. So we're looking to do more, and we want to continue the growth that we're clearly seeing is here, and the excitement that the fans and players have. We want to embrace them as well.
Maybe as you may know, at the moment, for example, there is this Brazilian Premier League that gives a spot at the ESL conference that is organized only for Brazilian teams, and the rest of the Argentina, Chile, Uruguay are asking for to be available. Do you think this is something that might be sorted, that might be possible, that SouthCon may get more places in future events?
Yes, I do believe that there'll be more regional opportunities that connect up. We're already looking at it. We understand the demand. We want to support these countries that are not just Brazil. So yes, we'll be looking to do more very soon.
Okay. Last question about the problems that existed during this event with the computers. There were some resets and frozen moments during matches. This was something new? This was a matter that you weren't expecting because of the game or new updates, or what happened?
Yeah, sure. So a lot of the issues were actually unrelated to each other. And so it may have seemed from, let's say, the naked eye that, oh, they're experiencing a lot of the same. Actually, that's not quite the case. To be fair, we play on very high-end PCs. The challenge we ran into was a little bit of power. You may have seen the venue turn completely off. That was one of the issues. We had a team kick out a power line from underneath where they're competing on. But overall, I think that esports tournaments are running on the technological wheel that they need to rely on, and sometimes the software and all the different variables happen. Unfortunately, it's really difficult to circumvent that. I think any esports organizer on the planet runs into these. We ran into a few at this event, but we don't think it disturbed the competition, the spirit of competition that we wanted.